10 random questions, yeah? Would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? Some people would say I'm extroverted. However, when I'm with family, I can be quite introverted, but also I'm both. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually both. I can't choose one. I'm both, depending on the situation. But I think I'm more extroverted because I can be quite animated. So I would probably say extrovert. Would you trust anyone with your life? Wow. My mother? My mum. Yeah, I trust my mum with my life. Would I? Sorry, mum. Not to say that you're anyone bad, but like trusting someone with your life is a big thing. Yeah, my mum. Do you believe in heaven and hell? Well, people would know that. I think those are both states of mind. I think heaven is a state of mind. I think hell is a state of mind. Physical places, nah. There's no physical evidence for those things. Which is interesting because a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about it and they can't even prove it. So I believe it when someone comes back from heaven, lets me know what it's like. Someone comes back from hell, takes some pictures, you know. But yeah, generally in my philosophy, heaven and hell are a state of mind. What makes you feel the most empowered? What makes me feel the most empowered is giving other people power. Empowering other people makes me feel the most empowered. So if I say something that people get inspiration from or, you know, makes them feel good, that makes me feel good. Do you know what I mean? I get empowered by empowering other people. What do you want your final words to be? That is hard though, because if it's your final words, and say you're on your deathbed, I would want my final words to be, to the people that love me, don't ever forget what I've said to you. Always remember the good things. Like if it's my son, my mum, you, people that I've touched, don't ever forget the words because I meant every single word. Even the people that I don't even speak to anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? Like even the people that I've fallen out with, just remember the good. You know, remember the good words that I said, because when I speak good words, I mean that. I mean it from the heart. So I try not to speak too bad all the time. So don't, and if I did, don't remember that. But remember the good. Especially want my son to remember the good words that I said to him. When is it acceptable, if ever, to disobey the law? Right, so if the people in power that are making the law are disobeying it themselves and not abiding by the same rules that they've set for you, then I guess it would be okay to disobey the law because the lawmakers are the ones that set the law, but they shouldn't be above the law. So if they've set something as a law and they start breaking it themselves, then they're not going according to their own law, which means now we've got anarchy, now we've got chaos. So I guess it's okay not to obey the law. Do you believe in true love? All right, so I believe in love. I've been in love probably 3 times in my life. And each time I believed I was in love. However, this is a thing for me, yeah? True love is supposed to last. That's the definition, it's supposed to last forever. And it never. So is it true love or is it just love? And love can come and go. So the 3 times that I've been in love, I said I believed I was in love with who I was in love with. And yeah, was it true love? It was just love. I believe in love. It's that simple. How would your perfect partner treat you? She would understand me. She would let me be me. That is so vague, yeah, but I know exactly what I'm saying. I can be quite a complex individual, man. Like, I can be like a bit of a Rubik's Cube. Finding someone who can understand that. Like, I'm not a type of person who needs to be bought stuff or, I can be quite affectionate, but treat me like, yeah, just allow me to be me, man. Like, I think the best way you can love someone, me personally, I think the best way you can love someone is by allowing someone to be themselves. Whoever you get with will really appreciate you if you just allow them to be themselves. And whatever that is whatever that is. And they will always come back to you, man. Trust me. Like, if you've allowed someone to be themselves and they know you're the person that allows them to be themselves and they're comfortable and you've made them feel, or they've made you feel comfortable, sorry. Yeah, that's how you treat me. What impression do you think you give when you first meet someone? Boy, it can range. Like, in my experience, yeah, a lot of people that I meet, new people that I meet, have obviously seen stuff online about me. So, like, they have a perception in their head about me when they first meet me. Then they meet me and they're like, oh, you're kind of a little bit more chilled. So I think I give off a more chilled vibe than like a lot of like the debate stuff that people have been used to seeing me do. So I think I give like a chilled kind of vibe, because that's who I am, like at my default, like that's at my core. My default position is just to chill. What part of your culture are you most and least proud of? Right, African culture is like vast. Black culture is vast. And I'm proud of Black culture in general, from the spiritual systems to the way in which we view the world, to our language, to our dance, to our music, to our hairstyles, to the diversity of complexions that we have. You can still be quote unquote black and be of the lightest shade and also of the darkest shade. I'm proud of like Black culture in general. The thing that I'm least proud of the subcultures that were created during the colonial and enslavement period. Because I think a lot of those subcultures that we have now are to our detriment. Like the subculture of gangs. Like gangs is a culture that a lot of Black people have, but it's a subculture. It's not like clans are a culture, tribes are a culture, but gangs are a subculture. Like they're like a mutation of the culture, but it's to do with just the historical fuckery that Black people went through. I'm also least proud of another subculture of self-hate. Is starting to become like a culture. Like, you know, we have like bleaching, a lot of not liking ourselves, who we are naturally, like that kind of stuff. When it comes to Black culture, I'm least proud of. All right, bonus question. Are you living a meaningful life? Wow, you have to give your life meaning. So yes, I'm living a meaningful life is the answer to that question. However, different groups of people and different individuals find their own individual meaning. I would say to other people though, just find your meaning. The answer to that question, what is the meaning of life, has so many answers. Different people define it themselves. I don't believe I have the answer to that question. So I couldn't tell people how to live a meaningful life. Actually, I could. I would say do the things that make you happy. Whatever makes you happy, do it. If it's not to the detriment of other people, not to the detriment of the environment in which you surround or which surrounds you, do it. And that would be you living a meaningful life, I think. So I think I'm living a meaningful life. I don't think I'm doing anything to the detriment of anyone. I'm not trying to harm anyone and, you know, mess up the surrounding environment. So I'm trying to love as much as possible, hate as least as possible. I try not to carry any hate around with me. I try to understand the environment in which I live. So yeah, life has meaning, man. I think we all define what our meaning is, man. And at this moment in time, I've defined my meaning and I'm living a meaningful life.